Another day in the life of Mary Sullivan. Well, not really. Sully's walked out the show, the production is starting to combust, and the theatre could be shut down for good. I mean, I've had crazier, but today's going to be interesting.
Mary?
But I need a takeaway when I get back. Should I get Indian? It's been a while.
Mary?
No, wait. Sully got food poisoning the last time he went to my local one. Maybe not that then. A new Greek place opened recently. I could go there.
Mary?
Sorry, Ned. Have my music in. What are we doing?
We're just doing an exercise to get everyone in the zone for today. Now, if you had to describe how you're feeling as a fruit, what would it be?
What?
Don't worry, I already told him it was a stupid idea.
Well, I'm sorry for trying to raise group morale, James.
What? By glossing over what happened yesterday with cheesy acting exercises?
This was how it was done at the Canton Community Theatre. Leave your problems outside. The theatre should be a space to create.
Oh, really? Did they teach classes on what to do when the actors create problems inside the studio? Yeah, I didn't think so.
Don't listen to him, Mary. Just tell me what fruit you're embodying today.
I don't know. Carrot?
Mary, don't endorse his stupidity.
Guys.
Don't be such a downer, James. Just because you can get Marcus to stay.
You couldn't get him to stay either.
Guys. I know you two miss Marcus. It's okay to. He was a special guy. One that meant a lot to the both of you. And I can't even begin to imagine the guilt you feel for not being able to make him stay. But all of this bickering is not going to bring him back. He left to follow his dreams. A second longer here would have just made him miserable. He was going to leave the production no matter what either of you had said.
I could have made him stay.
James. I'm serious. He was unhappy here. It was only a matter of time before he left. Was the timing inconvenient? Yes. But to Marcus, he must have felt like he had to leave now or be trapped in the theatre forever. There's no use in continuing to argue over someone who isn't even here anymore. What matters now is focusing on the present. Set aside your feelings about Marcus and set aside your differences. Isn't that what you said earlier, Neddy? Leave your problems outside the theatre?
Yeah, I did.
That's what I'd like you two to do. I'm not asking for you to become besties. Just try to focus on the production, okay? For the sake of the theatre.
I guess we can call the truce for the time being.
Truce it be then.
Great. Let's move on.
But my ex.
All right. We stopped at Act 3, Scene 2, when Lysander and Helen enter. Let's pick up from why should you think
that I should woo in scorn.
Yes, thank you, Ambrose.
Tristan and Skye will not be doing that scene today. They're in the deepest state of dismay.
I'm sorry, what?
Our clients have chosen to remain silent on the matter.
Didn't know the Shining twins are starting their own law firm.
Jim, we do not appreciate this mockery. Their heartbreak is the most immense of tragedies.
Damn. Phoenix Wright and Atticus Finch strike again.
Objection!
Why don't we just do another scene? We haven't gone through the fourth act completely yet. Let's just focus our attention on that and get to that scene later on in the day.
But
I'm not saying this is definite. Let's just focus on Act 4, and if we have time, we'll go back to that scene, okay?
We shall agree to those terms.
That was brilliant, everyone. I think now is a good time to go take a break. We'll meet back in 15 and see where we go from there.
Lexi, are you coming? I need to work on some props in the storage room. Are you okay? I'm fine, Tim.
Lexi, I know you're outside the door. Are you okay?
I'm fine, Jim.
Then I'm sure the fact you didn't answer anyone's calls last night is purely a coincidence.
I just needed some time to myself, that's all.
Pat really got to you, didn't they? I swear to God.
Jim, don't. Please? I don't know how to feel about the situation. I know I'm not entirely innocent. I've been just as snarky as Pat on many occasions. I know we've always fired shots at each other, but yesterday just triggered something, you know? But then again, there's no way they could have known.
Could have known what?
Well,
It's okay. You don't have to open up to me right now. I have my reasons for staying up here. It's only fair I give you the same courtesy.
Thank you.
Anytime, Lex.
Are Neddy and James actually having a civil conversation?
Well, it doesn't look like an angry one.
I see corrected.
Is Pat alright? They're just staring into space over there.
Of course not. They had that fight with Lexi. But you do have a point. I don't know what Pat's normal reaction would be, but it's not what I'm seeing right now.
I'll be right back. Hey, Pat. Pat?
Oh, bloody Christ, Mary.
How are you?
Fine.
You sure? It's nearly the afternoon and you haven't made a snarky remark to anyone yet.
Hey!
I'm only being factual, Pat. That fight between you and Lexi yesterday...
So this is what you wanted to talk about. Look, Neddy and James may have bought into the whole therapist shtick you were doing this morning, but that isn't going to work with me, alright?
I'm simply saying that your fight with Lexi yesterday was very intense.
You think I don't know that? I've had everyone message me yesterday how awful I was to Lexi and how I took things too far. Like I wasn't thinking that the second she walked out the door. I know that me and Lexi have had our spats throughout the production, and she really did grind my gears at points, but hurting her like that was the last thing I ever wanted to do. I just want to talk to her, but she won't even look me in the eye, which is fair enough.
Pat, just leave it to me. I can help sort things out.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Pat?
Do what you need to do. I just want to make things right between us.
Of course. And Pat? Keeping your guard up will only hurt you in the long run. It's okay to let people in sometimes. Come on, we should be heading back in now. Lexi, do you think you can pick up the giant flowers from the storage room? I want to see how they would look in the next scene.
But they aren't done yet. Plus, they're incredibly heavy.
I know, but I saw the shape is already done. Looks great, by the way.
Thank you.
And I'm sure someone can help you carry them. Pat?
Yeah, I can do that. Lexi?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Right, here we are.
Lexi, can we talk about yesterday, please?
I guess we can.
What I said wasn't right. Have you made mistakes in the past? Yes, I can't deny that. But I shouldn't have gone off on you the way I did, especially about who you are as a person. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's just, everything at the theatre just gets so overwhelming, and the only way I know that everything's going to be okay is if everything is perfect. If anything is slightly out of order, the anxiety just builds and builds, and...
You reach your breaking point and you feel like you have no choice but to lash out?
Yeah, exactly like that. But that's no excuse for how I treated you yesterday. It was completely out of order, and I'm sorry.
It's okay. I know I haven't been a saint either. I keep thinking back to times where I've been the one to start the arguments and insult your work without knowing what it really is. I'm sorry too, Pat. But just so you know, I don't cope well with loud noises and people yelling at me. I've had people in my past who've lashed out like that as a coping mechanism, and it just brings up a lot of bad memories, you know?
I didn't know. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, I'm not mad. Things just got too much yesterday. I needed to leave. You didn't know what I went through. There's no way you could have.
But I still feel bad. Even if you haven't experienced that, you still don't deserve to be treated like that. I know my temper isn't the best. It's gotten me into trouble all my life. But I'm trying to control it. Believe me, I am. I want to make things right. Start out on the right foot and all. You don't have to say yes. I know I've treated you horribly and I'm not entitled to a friendship with you. I just...
Pat, it's okay. I think I'd like that. A part of me has always thought you were kind of cool anyway.
Really?
Yeah, for starters, I've always wondered where you got your clothes. They're gorgeous.
Tailor-made by moi.
No.
Yeah, learned it all in fashion school.
You went to fashion school?
Sure did. I could tell you more after rehearsal. At the Magic Cow, maybe?
That sounds great. Speaking of rehearsal, I think we'd better get the flowers.
Oh, God, yeah.
Hey.
Hannah, hey. Are you okay? You look kinda...
Like I haven't slept in the past 24 hours, Lexi? Because I haven't.
And why have you got the flowers out? They're not done.
Okay, first off, Mary asked for the flowers so she can see how they look on stage. Second, there's no need for the attitude right now. A lot of the problems yesterday were caused by secrets you and Sully kept from us. More problems is the last thing we want right now, okay? Now, our hands are kind of full here, so can you please open the door?
Yeah, sure.
Look who we found in the hallway, guys.
I know yesterday was very hectic.
That's one way of putting it.
Jim,
Hannah, we've already had this spill this morning, which you would have known if you were here, might I add.
Look, I'm sorry.
Did you not care about us enough to even turn up?
No. I do care, Pat. I care a lot about you guys.
But not enough to tell us about the budget cut and the theatre potentially closing?
Just listen to me, please.
Oh my god,
Quiet! Hannah and I are going to have a talk in the hallway.
Mary, are you serious?
I'm not saying Hannah's in the right. In fact, Hannah's got a lot to answer for, don't you?
I do, yes.
I just want the production to keep going, and I know you guys want that too. Now come with me, Hannah. What's going on?
What isn't going on, Mary?
I'm serious. Look, I'm not going to scold you any further. I just want to know why you didn't tell us about the budget cuts or the theatre closing.
I wanted to protect you guys. I wanted to make sure that the stress wouldn't affect the show.
Hannah, you not telling us has affected the show so much more than if you'd been honest.
I know that now. I screwed up, okay? I realize that. But I don't know what to do. I think that the show's ruined.
Hannah, I need you to listen to me. The show is not ruined. Sure, everything hit the fan yesterday, but there's still hope. Everyone's realizing where they went wrong and really trying to fix things. Believe me, everyone has been talking it out, and it looks like the show will be back on track. There's just one thing we need now. We need you to talk to Sully.
But he hates me.
You won't know what he's feeling until you both talk. I'll give him a call. He may be more willing to hear from me right now. Just head down to the bar, and I'll tell Sully to meet you there.
Mary, you're a star. Thank you.
Hello?
Mary, hi, what's up?
Well, Hannah just arrived at the theatre looking even more terrible than she did yesterday, and is saying that you hate her. That's what's up. Is it true that you quit?
I don't know.
This is a yes or no question, Sully. You can't say that.
But that's the truth, Mary. I don't know. There was so much going on yesterday, I just said it without thinking.
But you have to have been thinking it for a while for that to come out, Sully.
Look, Mary, Alright, yes, the thought has crossed my mind. But only because Hannah... I don't know what's going on with her, but she's been terrible lately. Offloading everything to do with the production onto me, expecting me to handle it. But I can't do it. I can't take it anymore, and no matter how much I'm struggling, she just seems to ignore me. I don't really want to leave, but it may be better for me mentally. I don't even know what use I am to everyone. Hannah's the one coming up with all the ideas for the production. I'm just relaying the information over to you guys.
Sully, you do so much more than that. Yes, Hannah's the director, but that doesn't mean you're not important. Hannah, her heart's in the right place. I know it is. But she seems to be in her own world a lot of the time. She focuses so much on the play itself, but not the people in the play, you know? But you do, Sully. You always make sure we're doing okay, even if you've got a lot on your plate. You're the heart of the production, and you've got a cast and a crew that wants you here more than anything, and a director that desperately wants to make things right.
Okay. I'll come down.
I'll see you soon, Sully.
Mary? Thank you.
Anytime.
Hey.
Hi.
I'll give you two a moment.
Do you really want to quit?
Of course I don't. This place means too much to me. I've made so many memories here, good, bad, chaotic, calm, a strange amalgamation of them all, but all of them I'll treasure. And I realized that a good majority of these memories were with you. I love you, Hannah. You're my best friend. You've always been there for me. Which makes what's going on so much more difficult to understand. I mean, you always arrive late, You expect me to pick up the pieces, and not only that, but I can't remember the last time you checked in on me as a friend and not as a producer. Everything lately has just been about the production, focusing only on what's on stage and ignoring all the issues until it led up to this. And I'll admit, I haven't been perfect either, but our cast and crew had to face so many challenges in such little time, we weren't there for them at all. You didn't want to face what was happening, and I won't lie, I didn't want to face it either. But we completely left everyone else in the dark. You can't keep denying what's going on. We're way past that now. We need to face reality, Hannah.
You're right. I didn't want to face what was happening. I didn't want to face the fact that the theater closing might really happen. And so if I just acted confident that it would stay open, then it would. It wouldn't matter if I was late because everything would all be fine in the end. But all that did was just hurt everyone here, especially you. Yes, I want to save the theater, but I want my best friend more. And although this theater is special, I know that there are others, but there won't ever be another you, Sully. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for dumping all the workload on you. I'm sorry for being a terrible friend. I'm sorry for it all. I don't want to lose you.
I don't want to lose you either, Hannah. But I need you to pay attention to what's going on around you. I know you didn't mean to hurt anyone, but that doesn't negate the fact that you did. I understand that these changes need to be made on my own end too. But I'm ready to make those changes, Hannah. Are you?
Yes. I really want to do better, Sully. Not just for the cast and crew, but for you too. You're my best friend. I love you, man.
I love you too, dude.
And for what it's worth, thank you for everything.
So the show's back on.
Oh my god, Björn!
Were you there the entire time?
What? I wanted to know the tea. So the show back on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna try and work things through, and whatever happens, happens.
Oh god, I owe Jim 20 quid.
Björn!
Episode 9, Sifting the Ashes, was written by Sophie Bevel Anderson. Hannah was played by Aeva Skye. Sully was played by Kuzi Mbakada. Björn was played by Anwen Crawford. James was played by Maud Kendrick. Mary was played by Elizabeth Holloway. Neddy was played by Saskia. Ambrose and Nix were played by Zara Baker-Tuck. Tim was played by Lucia Jimenez. Jim was played by Stephanie Proctor. Lexi was played by Christelle Tagaro. And Pat was played by Joseph Talamy. Next episode on In This Together, The Magic Trick.